This one is going to frustrate you guys to absolutely no end. On Saturday, May 3rd, 2014, the Dermans had plans to attend a party at a neighbor's home. It was actually the weekend of the 140th Kentucky Derby, so there was going to be a Kentucky Derby watch party at this house. But Russell and Shirley never showed up. As you can imagine, the neighbors weren't really all that concerned at first. They were an older couple. Russell was 88 years old, Shirley was 87. Sometimes people that are older, they get tired. They don't feel like going out, something comes up, there's a change of plans, and I feel like once you're at that point in your life, you usually just don't really question it. But after the next couple of days, when the neighbors tried to reach out to the Dermans by phone, noticed that there really was no activity in the house, they became very concerned. So on Tuesday, May 6th, their neighbors decided to go and check on them. Immediately, even upon entering the driveway, they knew something likely was not right. So they went up to the door, knocked on the door, and tried to receive some sort of answer, and unfortunately no one replied. So they decided to try the handle, and sure enough, the house was unlocked, which was not normal for the Dermans. They went inside the home, and from all first appearances, everything seemed okay. The house was in order, there was nothing out of place, nothing that seemed to be missing. Everything looked as if it normally would on an everyday basis. Everything seemed fine. But it was odd because no one in the home seemed to be answering. They weren't in their bedroom, but both Shirley and Russell's phones were still in the house, and so was Shirley's purse. So the neighbors decided, you know what, we're gonna go into the garage, check to see if their cars are still there. Maybe they went out of town unexpectedly and had to hurry and leave. But when they opened the garage door, they found that both cars, a Lincoln Town car and a Lexus SUV, were still parked in their spaces. However, when they took a closer look, they discovered something disturbing. There was a pool of blood between both of the cars. And in that pool of blood was what the neighbors believed was their good friend Russell Derman, but they weren't able to say for sure because the head was missing.